Get out. Good morning. The good thing about having a year-old puppy is going up steep hills. This is about an angle of about, to be precise, that they pull you up, which is on a harness, which is wonderful. Just on the brow of the hill, and then find a brief rest spot to make a quick lunch and head straight back again. I did notice up in the middle of nowhere we're about a 20-minute forced march, maybe half an hour forced march, just past 2 police buggies in fluorescent, checking out all the pathways, and it's all being done really well. Anyway, onwards and upwards. See you in a mo. Yep, I think this will do nicely. A bit sheltered from the breeze. Today's pack is pretty lightweight, probably about 4 kilos, and just the waterproofs. While I'm out here I might test out the DPM Camo effectiveness of the Gore-Tex jacket and new trousers I shared with you earlier, but first of all, lunch I think. Set up today is the MCR. Not very military I know, but inside is the gas cylinder and the stand and the mechanism, so I'll let you see it, very compact. While I'm waiting for that to cool down, I'm going to show you a close-up of the water bottle. I borrowed this holder off my webbing pack set up, and it clips on quite easily on the shoulder strap of the day sack, which is really convenient to whip the water out. But in the past I've found these Tesco bottles very strong, yet they leak like anything. If they turn upside down, water pours right out of the air vent, and if the nozzle's not properly closed, that is, even then the water can leak. As you can see, there's only a tiny teardrop leak now. The reason being, is that I've just simply put in a screw in the air vent, which means you have to open the top occasionally for a drink to let the vacuum out, but at least if it falls over you won't lose all your water. But if you're carrying a water sterilisation pack, which I normally do, you can always replenish it. But if you don't, you're stuck. And on a hot day, you need to drink regular... Oops! What's going on with you? No! Sorry about that interruption. So if you're out on a big hike and water all spills out, then you're kind of snookered. You have to think fast. So that's the solution, and I find that you can close the nozzle reasonably low down, but it won't go all the way because I've put a small screw the size of a computer, an old laptop screw. You can all borrow one of the screws off the back underside of your laptop, it won't be missed. Pop it in and Bob's your uncle. good to go. He's a very patient dog. So now, time to eat. Actually, it looks absolutely delicious. I wish you could join me. Very, very nice. Great recipe. Garlic, hot chilli, pasta, 5 minutes simmer, and rock and roll. These little coffee filters are brilliant. A gift from one of my subscribers last year. Great for you to have a small shot of coffee, well, Irish coffee, in the forest. Delicious. And the nice thing about them is that once you've taken all the goodness of the coffee out of the bag that you've created, you can just take the cardboard parts and squeeze the last of the flavour out of your homemade coffee bag. Result, and then it's easily transported back to base by folding the top end and stuffing it into your rucksack. Fantastic piece of kit. Reusable, but you know, no need, they're cheap enough. And now for the tasting ceremony. There's a little bit of coffee mate. I saw one soldier, I think he was a Lance Corporal, using the same technique for his coffee. Of course, I don't have a spoon, but I do have a fork. So we have to improvise. There we go. Job done. And the tasting, let's see if it passes its test. Oh, that's just about as perfect as a coffee can be. Wonderful. So, today's short story. Okay, lunch took 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'm going to dash on now and get back to base, but you can enjoy yourself, even just for an hour. Get out, cook a quick lunch, sit for 5 minutes meditation, fire back, and you've kept within the government guidelines, protected the NHS, looked after yourself, physically and psychologically. So do try to get out, whatever your circumstances, if you can. If not, try and watch other forest videos by YouTubers, wild camping videos, and you'll feel a whole lot better. Until next time, chin chin.